What's going on, guys? Stark here, and today I'm going to be showing you the best Razorback class I have found so far. This weapon is awesome and my go-to weapon in case I'm ever starting to lose, or someone's camping, if someone's doing well on the other team, getting a high KD. This is the weapon I'll pull out and I will absolutely shred people with it. So in this class, as you saw, I have no attachments on this weapon. You do not need anything. This gun is so OP. It is pretty much a 3 to 4 bullet kill every single enemy you come up against, and that's in core. In hardcore, this is a one hit kill to the chest, and it's perfect for any map. You can use it on long range, but it's better in close and medium. I actually prefer it for medium range. Sometimes if you're in close, a VMP can outdo it, but most of the time you will end up shredding if you've got a good aim. If your first shot hits, you will usually win. So if you can't keep up creating the class with me, then just skip back to the start and pause the video so you know what perks to use. So basically, to start off this class, obviously I've got the Razorback with no attachments. This weapon is, you don't need attachment, it's fantastic. Short range, medium range, this weapon is probably the best weapon in the game still. Now there are other weapons like the VMP that can outdo you if you're coming up against a skilled opponent, but if you hit the first shot, you should not be losing with this gun. There is no excuse other than if you are red barring, because this is the perfect weapon. If I'm being killed by someone over and over, or if there's a guy in the other team who's just destroying my team and I need to stop him, try and stop his kill streak, this is the weapon that I pull out to do that, because you can beat pretty much anybody if you've used the weapon and you know how it is, because it is so accurate and so deadly. Now I use this class for both core and hardcore, domination, search, team deathmatch, anything. It works so perfectly. Now the kill streaks, you can use whatever you want. In TD and domination, most of the time I just run UAV, Wraith and Raps, but it's honestly up to you. I've used this class to get my mothership and get my mothership challenge card, so it's perfectly up to you whatever score streaks you want to use. But for the perks, the first perk you're going to want to run is the Sixth Sense. This is just so you can see when people are coming, because a lot of the times when you use this class, you're going to find yourself, if you're with teammates, they're going to die, you're going to be the last one alive, and you're going to want to know where they're coming from. Now in the second perk, I've gone and used the wild card for greed so that I can take 2. And you need scavenger, so you don't have to rely on picking up another weapon or using your secondary. And also hardwired, so enemy equipment, and also the Sixth Sense and track it, because a lot of enemies seem to be using that at the moment, so you're not going to be caught out by that. And then for the third perk, you're going to be using another greed, and this one is up to you. Now I've set up 2 so far. In this video I have my personal favourite, which is the Dead Silence and Blast Suppressor. This is very good for getting around the map unseen, and this is why this class is very good on Search and Destroy. Basically because you can jump around, move around quickly, chase after people and kill them. But for quite a while I felt like awareness was broken. It wasn't working. Like I couldn't hear footsteps when people actually never even had Dead Silence on. But it seems to be fixed now. Every so often I do get a game where it doesn't seem to be working. But the other one is Dead Silence and awareness. Obviously it's, you know, you can't hear your own footsteps, you can hear the enemies. I mean, if you're used to awareness, then by all means take it, but for me personally, I find myself so many times turning around because I hear footsteps and it's a teammate, and then I get shot from the direction I was originally looking. So at the moment I tend to use the Blast Suppressor, or if I've been getting in a lot of games recently in team deathmatch where a lot of people are running concussion grenades, so if that's happening, then you just want to swap out the Blast Suppressor for Tac Mask, and hopefully you don't actually get in one of them lobbies, because I don't think I've ever raged on a COD so much in my life. So now for the secondary, it's up to you. I personally don't take rocket launchers, because normally on the teams, you know, there's people with them shooting down streaks if the enemy team ever gets them, and also there's always randoms that have the rocket launchers, because the amount of times I'm seeing people shoot me with a rocket launcher is ridiculous at the moment. But I personally take a melee weapon, because the Razorback will drill anyone up close, so the pistol's pretty much ineffective in this class. And also if you're quite high on a kill streak and someone's going to be coming around the corner, You need to reload. The best thing you can do is tuck yourself into a corner next to a doorway, pull out your sword or your wrench and crack them over the head as they run round, and then once that's done you've got your Wraith wraps, whatever, and you can just reload safely. So far, other than the VMP, this is my favourite weapon in the game. It is so fun, so powerful. The only reason I don't use it all the time is because it does make the game a lot easier. So I hope you liked this video, guys. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new. I will be posting more videos soon, and if there is a video you would like to see, please leave a comment down below on what weapon you'd like to see, and I'll get on it as soon as I can.
Strong. Client liquidated, leaving the scene. I am become death, the destroyer of scrubs.